Hello and welcome back to ArxangelRC. I'm really excited to show you an amazing multi-module solution that has the potential to cause a major stir in the RC world. I'm talking of course about the iRangeX 4-in-1 module. It comes in a case that fits on the back of a number of radios, including the most popular FR Sky Taranis radios and the Turnigy, FlySky, Eugene or whatever else they are branded 9XR and 9XR Pro radio units. Some of you may say, well, 4-in-1 modules have been available for a long time now. What could possibly be so special about this one? Let me tell you what, it is by far the easiest module to use of all I've seen so far. You only need to update your radio to the latest OpenTX firmware and you will have full control of the module from within the radio menu. So in my case I had to flash my Taranis to the latest OpenTX 2.2 version of the firmware, which is still in beta at this time, but it works well nonetheless. Then you simply plug the module at the back of the Taranis and then in the radio menu go to the binding settings and disable the internal module and enable the external one and switch to the mute option, at which point the LEDs on the module will start flashing. Select the required protocol for the model you want to use this with, follow the appropriate binding procedure for that receiver and you're done. It is that easy. It is super simple and it works. I've been pondering the purchase of the do-it-yourself 4-in-1 module for a long time and I never did manage to muster up the enthusiasm to get it and to try installing it on my Devo 7E. Thankfully, iRangeX IRX4 came along and spared me a ton of hassle and risks. In my case, I had to bind it to a DSM-X receiver from Holybro that I had installed on an Emax Babyhawk, but the module has tons of protocols in it that would allow you to control almost every model out there with just one radio, and it worked perfectly out of the box. And probably not surprising, everything works as it should on the copter and the control is perfect. And I have to report that this had surprisingly good signal even at some distance. In my mind, this is the ultimate RC gadget, and if you're serious about RC, this module is a must, especially if you have a compatible radio. And I would appreciate the support very much should you decide to buy it via the link in the video description. In case you have some other radio different from the ones mentioned above, iRangeX has another model that is universal, but it has an external potentiometer to switch between the protocols. So it can be used with absolutely any radio that can provide an external PPM signal to it. The R4X modification even has an inbuilt battery to make it even easier to use. This module also solves another problem. Every now and then I decide to buy some new micro racer and they usually have a few options for a receiver. Sometimes some of the options are out of stock, so you have to wait. With the 4-in-1 module you don't have to wait. It doesn't matter which receiver you choose, you will be able to use the model. And if you have a few receiver options, you can also always choose the cheapest one, saving you even more money. This is great stuff and I'm super happy something like this has finally come along to help push the RC industry forward by making more stuff more accessible for more people. So if you've liked this video, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Also consider following me on Facebook for daily updates on what I'm doing and what is to come in my future reviews. I wish you all happy flying now and I will see you next time.